It is time to get uplifted. Thank you for joining me. I'm Allison Seymour. When you think of the Washington Commanders, it's easy to picture the big plays, the packed stadiums, the phenomenal quarterback, the roar of the crowd on game day. But what about off the field? Well, this team is proving that their true power goes far beyond the scoreboard. From uplifting youth in underserved communities to creating space for young girls to chase their football dreams. The Commanders are using their platform to drive real change and reshape what it means to be an NFL franchise in 2025. They're showing up in classrooms, on practice fields, in neighborhoods. They're breaking barriers, building confidence, and investing in the next generation. So, in this episode of Get Uplifted, we are taking you beyond the turf to spotlight how the Commanders are making a difference where it counts the most in the lives of fans, families, and future athletes. This is more than just football, it's impact. So let's start with this. Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin is supporting dozens of elementary students. He launched a heartfelt project called Terry's Locker. This program offers essential hygiene products, a stocked laundry facility also, so that kids can wash their clothes if they have an accident, spill something, or just need a refresh. Our Larry Miller visited Mount Vernon Community School in Alexandria this past winter when one of these lockers was unveiled.
Another installed Terry's Locker unveiled Friday, this one at Mount Vernon Community School in the city of Alexandria. The dedicated room, a partnership between McLaurin's charity and United Healthcare, provides students who need additional support the supplies they need.
Some things that are essential sometimes fall through the cracks that people don't even realize.
Terry's Locker will provide students at the elementary school with essential hygiene products. It's also a fully stocked laundry facility where students can get their clothes washed and cleaned, giving them comfort and confidence to these young learners.
For kids that sometimes come to school when they're very young, sometimes they'll have an accident and they can feel comfortable in knowing that they'll have clean clothes to wear from the closet and that their clothes will be laundered for them.
Data from the National Center for Education Statistics shows more than 45% of the students at Mount Vernon Community School receive free or reduced lunch. McLaurin says Terry's Locker ensures students have access to basic necessities required for their health and well-being, resources most of us take for granted.
You know, I've really always had a passion just for giving back and being a part of a community, and fortunately enough I've been able to live out my dream and have a platform to where it's even more important to me to be able to give back in any way that I can.
Dr. Melanie K. Watt is the superintendent of Alexandria City Public Schools.
It just shows you that people truly care about our community and our schools. And when you see our students engage in responding to someone like him, it actually kind of sets up an example as like a role model, because we want our students to understand that giving back to your community is important.
Friday's unveiling marked the third Terry's Locker installation in underserved schools, including at McKinley Middle School in Northeast DC. We were there for the unveiling in July and spoke with Rashida Webster, assistant principal at McKinley, about the impact of Terry's Locker on her school.
It is heartbreaking to know that some of our students come and they are victims of bullying because their clothing is dirty or because their shoes aren't clean. They don't have to stay at home. They don't have to become truant or chronically absent due to not being able to wash their uniforms and just their school clothing.
But the work doesn't stop in Virginia, with plans to install other Terry's Locker at schools throughout the region as well, positively impacting the community and changing lives in the process. Larry Miller, WUSA 9.
Thanks, Larry. And you just heard it. Terry is helping make a rough day a little better for students. And we know the Commanders are also making some of the good days unforgettable. The team has visited many schools in the DMV this past year alone, sometimes just to lend a helping hand, other times to bust out the big moves and host a thrilling event like a pep rally or graduation ceremonies like this. This is video from when the Commanders cornerback Mike Sandwerstil surprised graduates of Harris Elementary in Southeast DC back in June. You can see him there shaking hands, giving high fives, and just making everybody's day.
I just want to give a huge congratulations to you guys for graduating today. That's a big, big deal, and you guys did it. Give yourself a round of applause.
Means so much. And this footage is from a pep rally the team attended at Clearview Elementary School in Herndon right before heading to the playoffs. Former Commanders players Eddie Mason and Rocky McIntosh, along with Command Force and Major Tutties, all hung around to sign autographs. They held dance and trivia contests. Talk about a fun time.
I've really liked them all my life, and it's just been cool to see them at our school. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Commander's visit was awesome today. They brought so much energy, matching the energy of the kids, and it's really building that sense of community here.
Kids big and young and old, I should say, right? Well, the players we spoke with say their visit wasn't just about pumping up the fans. They also wanted to give back to the community by inspiring the students. And you just heard from students. It looks like that was another win. The team certainly accomplished that. Well, your kids might tell you the Burgundy and Gold, they're inspiring them to be the best possible athlete that they can be. We're taking you back to October when the Commanders celebrated high school football players, cheerleaders, and the marching band through its first high school takeover game of the season. Take a look.
A legendary experience for Friday Night Football in Ashburn. Former Commanders players joined the sidelines of both Stonebridge and Independence High School.
It's big because you got to realize they are the future.
And this experience goes beyond the yard lines. Cheerleaders learn from Command Force, the Commanders dancers, and the same with the band.
You can make it if you want to. So sometimes they just need to see, touch, and feel somebody that did that.
I was pretty surprised. I was like, it's kind of cool that they'd come here and football team.
Drum major Dash Lawyer had a chance to learn from and play with the Commanders marching band.
It's really cool, especially to see kind of what we do in a more professional setting, like where it can get to after high school. I think that's really cool to see, and just to kind of create those relationships.
Being able to be a part of this fantastic group and giving inspiration to the kids, it's such an amazing feeling. So I'm very happy and very grateful to have said such kind words to me.
Aaron Reed says he jumped at the opportunity to do this because he was once in the same position as these high school students.
To now be a part of a professional band and giving that experience for the kids, it's very, very special and it's heartwarming to me.
And Lawyer plans to pass down what he's learned to the next group of students.
Like, as I've gotten older, I've tried to bring that to the younger kids too, just keeping that community together.
Note by note. In Ashburn, Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
The team took their support for our local athletes a step further, not just by showing up, but also by training them. You may remember rapper Wale organized a free football training camp back in the fall. More than 150 kids from the area showed up. They got to learn skills from Commanders legends like Fred Smoot and Santana Moss. So let's rewind back to this powerful moment to show you how the kids responded.
I'm pretty excited. I get to make these new friends and play with my buddies, and we get to practice. I never felt so much emotion in my life.
11-year-old Wyatt is honing in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, joining the Washington Commanders for a youth football camp.
I've never seen so many people in my life that are in the Commanders right now.
It feels good, especially as a girl, because not a lot of girls play football, so trying something new was kind of good for me.
Amara Gray says it's nice to work with Commanders legends like Fred Smoot.
You got emotion coming across your face.
And Santana Moss on some things she's been messing up on.
I got it. They're telling me what to do, so I'll fix it for the next one. So I've been doing a lot better. Me just juking a lot of these boys.
I think this is something that these kids can take with them from, forever, just knowing that, hey, man, I remember being a child and the Commanders always came up and showed up.
Meanwhile, the man behind this specific event chose this location because it's where it all started for him.
That's beautiful, man. Just, football gave me my start at everything, and, DC gave me my start at everything. Let's go, one more. I remember when I was young and, learning the game and stuff like this, and I think it shaped me to be who I am right now. So it's just good to see the kids going out having fun.
The DMV native first became well known for his hit Nike boots
and went on to become a Grammy-nominated rapper. And the parents are excited too.
Having my son to be able to be a part of something this special is really unique. What's up, man? And it's amazing because I grew up listening to Wale. We kind of went to Bowie State at the same time. So seeing him give back to the community is truly impactful.
Commanders on 3.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
You just heard it, girls getting a chance to hone their football skills on the gridiron. We know this is a huge win since typically football is considered a man's sport. So we want to spend the next few minutes bragging about how the Commanders are reshaping that narrative. Check it out.
1, 2, 3.
Squad! It takes a team to build a village, and this squad is helping pave the way for girls flag football.
Not all guys can play football, girls can also play football.
DC Public Schools Girls Flag Football League is honing in on their skills.
Basket, thank you, I'll take that basket.
And drills as they continue to make history for a growing sport.
I'm really glad that our sport is getting a lot more attention and the recognition that it deserves.
The Washington Commanders hosted their first ever flag football media day with 6 different high school teams.
It really warms the heart because last year it was like nobody was supporting us.
We've never had this type of opportunity.
Valeria Arietta says this is special because she grew up playing the sport with her brothers, but never thought it would amount to this.
It's definitely cool to have the girls have some type of attention when it comes to football.
Getting brand new uniforms from the Commanders, it's heartwarming, and I just feel very welcomed in the community of football.
Thursday afternoon, the girls posed for professional pictures, joined a panel with legend Santana Moss.
Teach me how to get better doing this.
And Josh Morgan, and ran drills with the DC Divas, a pro female football team.
The unity in flag football, just really bringing people together, especially when you see all this violence in DC.
And the people cheering them on couldn't be prouder.
I call them pioneers because that's what they are. They're the first ones to do it.
We've got some Olympians here. We've got some women that are going to end up going to college because of flag football. So I can't even contain my excitement.
And the success of these women is inspiration to another.
This is just the beginning. Whatever they're seeing now, just know I'm gonna amount to something even bigger and better.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
Turning away from sports, your kids may be feeling motivated to tackle a couple of novels this school year. This could be in large part a result of the Commanders. They hosted a series of story times for dozens of kids in the area, and they've been doing this for the past few years. This is video from March. Washington legend Ken Harvey spent some time reading to students in Springfield, Virginia. It's all part of the Commanders program aimed at encouraging kids to read more. Ken Harvey says one way to get kids excited about reading is tying the experience to football, soccer, cheerleading, even face painting.
People will remember emotions a lot of times more than they remember what you told them. If you can attach a nice emotion with what you're showing them, it'll stay for life. So we're trying to get the kids to read, we're trying to get them to have fun.
I think it's amazing because I know some kids don't like reading, but I think this is the closest that they could get to reading when they meet their favorite or when they meet their favorite football players.
Sounds like a winning combination, right? And Javon Kinlaw may be new to the Burgundy and Gold, but he is no stranger to the district. The Commanders' defensive lineman grew up in Northeast DC, and this summer he spent his free time helping local kids gear up for the new school year. Jacqueline Quinn takes us back to his back-to-school backpack giveaway in Fairfax County with a look at the impact he's making.
We grew up on 4th and Rhode Island Avenue. It was really rough for us at one point.
Lisa James is Javon Kinlaw's mother, and she knows firsthand how much support matters.
We understand what it is to give back. We understand the need that is out there because we have experienced it.
And we're going to just line them up so as people come, they can pick one of each item.
Danielle Danforth is helping to organize the event. She says over 500 families will come in for supplies in Springfield, Virginia. The goal to make their students feel loved and encouraged.
Because we know that families need help these days, and they need an opportunity to be able to come in and select the things that they want in their backpack.
And the supplies include backpacks and protractors, but also shirts, pants, other clothing, and some basic groceries.
Education plus good nutrition is success for a school year.
Kinlaw and his family worked with the St. James Academy to host the event, and some young volunteers we met are inspired to follow in the good work.
I feel like what he's done for everybody, I feel like I want to learn, take steps from him.
Like students starting a new chapter, Kinlaw will be feeling that excitement too with a new team.
This one here.
He and his mom will never forget those who helped them along the way to making it big in the NFL.
No one thought that, we would actually be here. But, being able to say, okay, well, God has blessed us with resources, with supply, with money, we can help somebody else.
In Springfield, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, WUSA 9.
Well, you know his name, you know his number, and by the end of this episode of Get Uplifted, you're going to know the impact he's making. Number 5, quarterback Jaden Daniels, making dozens of kids smile by giving them the ability to ride around their neighborhood. Last year, he joined the folks who run Raising Cane's restaurant in Bowie, Maryland. He gave out 100 bikes and helmets to kids with the Boys and Girls Club. And for many of these children, it was their very first set of wheels.
It's a blessing to be in the position I am and be able to go out there and give back to the kids and see them all running around riding these bikes and having fun.
The Raising Cane's restaurant chain gave out 2,500 bikes to kids across the country that year. And we also want to shine a light on when Jaden surprised a fan by giving him his football cleats. Yep, Jaden gave them right off of his feet to that young man in the sunglasses. He also signed them for 12-year-old Bear. This was a joint effort. The folks at Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic brought Bear to Commander's training camp last month. Talk about making wishes come true. And we want to share another touching moment, this time on the field. The Commanders recognized cancer survivors during halftime. This happened during the Commanders' crucial catch game on October 6th of last year. Several survivors were recognized, including Mama Commander Sylvia Harris. Now, she is the mother of the Commanders' owner, Josh Harris. Mrs. Harris was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2023. And during that same game, the Commanders took some time to honor the former Commanders linebacker, London Fletcher. Fletcher's wife passed away from cancer earlier that year. Well, we laid it out and now we're taking score. Coming up, you're going to hear from Washington legends Fred Smoot and Josh Morgan about what community projects resonated with them the most and what future projects they have in store. It's an exclusive interview you do not want to miss. Plus, Commander superstar Jaden Daniels holding on to this one-of-a-kind gift. Coming up, meet the young artist whose tribute is capturing hearts, including Jaden's. Welcome back. Well, we spent the last 15 minutes talking about the many ways the Commanders are helping our kids reach for the stars. And we know this impact goes both ways. I had the chance to speak with Washington legends Fred Smoot and Josh Morgan about what community projects resonated with them the most. I'm so happy that both of you all are here. We always highlight all the good that you do in the community, but let me start with you, Josh. Why do it?
Why not do it? I always say, why not do it?
Okay.
You know, my grandmother always told me it's a blessing to be a blessing. So
yeah.
Every chance you get, why not pour into somebody? Why not continue to give back and make a difference?
Yeah. And Fred, same for you?
It's a purpose. Like, it's your purpose as a person to look after other people. That's the thing. When you bless people. Hurt people, but bless people. And that's what we do. Yeah. At the end of the day, especially with this new ownership, is they want to reach out and touch everybody.
Right.
It's just not one of these things where they want you to come to the game. No, we want to touch your everyday life.
Right.
You and your school, you and your purpose, you and your work. It's everything.
Thanksgiving food drives,
yes.
Always at the pep rallies.
Yes.
Does any one event stick out more than the other, Josh?
For me personally, a lot of the events that we get, we break them when we do the flag football events. We kind of break them into small groups and kind of tell our stories, and it gets a little more personal. And I think those are the kind of events that kind of stick out more to me.
Right.
It's always great to continue to bless people and make sure families are good for Thanksgiving and things like that. But when we get to really share our stories, and really, I think it hits different for the kids.
Right,
that connection is different. They, reach out to us afterwards and tell us how impactful it was too.
Same for you, Fred?
To me, it's going to the fire departments, really open my eyes to how much they do.
Right.
I think when we hear fire department, we hear fire. That's all we hear. But do you know all the things and the people that they save? And it's so entering, like when you talk to them, they give you these stories that you would never think you would hear.
Right.
And sitting down with them really like opened my eyes and said, you know what, it's more to this. I need to really start to understand how much they do and what they do.
And that feeling must be something for you too, because you're giving a little joy to them when they see like, oh, okay, it's Fred Smith.
But we don't look at it like
Okay,
that. Like
right.
we looking at, I look at them as the hero.
Sure.
Like I played a game, I played a kid's game, and it's fun to do that as a grown up. But what they do is save lives. That's different. Like when you impact somebody's life, you touch somebody's soul. That's different.
You know, local guy right here, Woodson, right?
Yeah.
Woodson High School. So when you go back to your neighborhoods that shaped you, what does that feel like for you?
It's just a real feeling, just being able to. When we go in a lot of these schools, some of these teachers are still there from when I was there. A lot of these coaches are
Fred,
still
because he's a
there.
baby.
No, he's so
a
young.
baby,
Like I
that's
told him I
why.
was born in '79.
Right.
He looked at me like I was like
I'm not going to tell you what year I was born in. Continue, please.
You know, but it's just a real feeling. It's a full circle moment, and just to be able to share my story, and they hear my teachers tell them how I was as a student, and just to have that verification to be like, no, he did make honor roll.
I was going to say, what kind of student were you?
Yeah, I was a great student.
Okay.
Honor roll
Brains
student.
and brawn. I know that's right. Let me ask you this. What is the next project you're looking forward to or continuing?
It's nothing we ain't gonna do. Like this new ownership group trying to touch everything, every basis. It's nothing that we're not gonna do. Like the one thing that I think they're really taking a lot of time in doing is they want to get the youth involved in what the Commanders are doing. And I think we lost it for a while. Like we had the older crowd, we had the older fan base that just loved Coach Gibbs and they loved everything that happened in the past, but we're looking to the future. And the future is the youth. So everything that we're really pointing at right now, it has a lot to do with the youth.
Let me end with this, Josh. What's that one big lesson that you hope to leave with these communities you touch for the work that both of you do? What's that one lesson you hope that you leave behind?
Anything is possible.
Anything.
Like Fred said, if you could think about it in your head and come to that destination in your head, then you could definitely live it out, no matter what you go through.
Is the Super Bowl possible this year? I'm just
Why
asking.
not?
Yes.
Why not us?
I just wanted, right.
Why not us?
It's our
We was
time.
4 quarters away from it last year.
Yeah.
Why not us? All I tell people to do is think positive and understand that feet on the ground right now, and right now, it's all about us.
Right. Thank you. You guys, the work that you do off the field, we honor you. We're so happy you spent some time with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
We know when the Commanders make an impact on and off the field, many of you want to show your appreciation. So we end this episode by sharing a heartwarming story about Jaden Daniels and one of his fans from Prince George's County. Check this out. Longtime Commanders fan Cameron Burden crafted and painted this 5-foot, 30-pound cutout of the superstar QB and then had the chance to give it to Jaden during training camp in July. Wisdom Martin and Simone D'Alba talked to Cameron about what it was like to gift his creation to Jaden. Take a listen.
Well, he said that, he liked the art piece, and it's such a cool moment on my side, because mostly I don't really slow down enough to ever go out and see these guys in person at the game. So actually being able to get out there and get up close and personal, that's a completely different feeling. So the heat at that point, it didn't even matter. I was just excited to be out there, excited to see the guys in action, excited to get my art piece out there to them.
What did he say to you though? Did he walk up to you? How did that go? Did he say, "Wow, okay, give me that," or what?
He's so soft spoken.
I know.
Yeah, so he was on the stage doing an ESPN interview, and came right down to me afterwards because they pulled me to the side. And first thing he was saying that this is a really cool piece. And I mean, at that point, I don't even think I was kind of slowing down to kind of fully listen. I think it was just kind of like, man, my goal is getting it checked off the list. Mission accomplished. I got the art piece to him. But he seemed really appreciative. And I can definitely say that the way he seems cool on camera doing any of his other interviews, I definitely saw it there in person.
Okay, I got to ask about just the detail in what you created here. How long did this take you?
This took about maybe 40 hours in total from, starting with the ginormous 4x8 piece of wood that it starts on, drawing it up, cutting it out, painting it up. Then after that, I put the epoxy resin on top to make sure that I can protect it. My biggest fear was that I would go out there to the training camp and somehow, some way, it would get messed up. It would hit some dirt. and it would be ruined. So I put the epoxy on there, as you can see, when it shines, just to make sure that nothing could go wrong with it.
All right, it's pretty big. Did you have any issues? Because you know there's security out there because there's so many people. Did you have any issues getting that giant thing through security? Were they like, okay, slow down, sir, what is this?
No, so before I did any of this, like even before I started this journey with the art piece, I made sure that I read the rules for training camp from top to bottom. I even went to ChatGPT to double check behind me to say, hey, if I bring this specific item, is there anything in the rules that is against it? I will say the hardest part about getting through security was just making sure that they can properly check me, you know, put me through the scanner and pull everything through, but they didn't say anything. They were really cool about it. They were actually excited to find out afterwards, you know, if I was able to get the art piece to them.
Okay, I'm curious. You're a longtime, you know, Commanders fan here, and what is it about Jaden that just draws you in? You're a super fan, but why Jaden Daniels? What is it for you?
Well, he's cool, he's calm, he's collected. I don't think I've ever really seen a single clip out of all the clips that I've seen in last season where he, you know, looked like he had an attitude. He's always looked like, you know, relax, we got this, I'll figure this out. And being a Commanders fan, I mean, we've had our good seasons, we've had our bad seasons, but last season was kind of like one of those seasons where it's like, wow, like I think we are on the right path finally. So this was kind of like my thank you gift to him to say, hey man, keep up the hard work, appreciate last year. And at this point, you know, while you know, he's definitely number one on the list, I do at this point, I also want to go back and get some of the other players as well, because again, it's a team effort. So I do want to come back out there at some point.
All right, so this is a big deal for you to actually do this and then actually get it to him and for him to appreciate it. So last thing, what do you expect for him out of this season, for the whole team? So let's start though with Jaden, because that's your guy.
Well, I expect I would hopefully get the same performance out of him. But again, that's up to him. It's up to, you know, whatever he's able to do, whatever the moment allows him to be in. As far as the team, same thing. You guys are one team, one sound, move as a unit. I have full confidence in everybody as individuals. I have confidence in them as a team. So I'm looking forward to this season.
Awesome artist, awesome gift, and all of that. That was wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We hope these stories inspired you to make a difference in your own way. And I want to continue to share stories that uplift you. You can email us at getuplifted@WUSA9.com. Reach out to me on X, Instagram, Facebook, or our Get Up DC social pages. Join the conversation just by using the hashtag GetUpDC. And get your daily dose of Get Uplifted every morning at 5 on Get Up DC. You can also find these stories on our website and YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Stay uplifted.